10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey guys, sorry about first up, apologies because just now I was having some technical issues. One of my drives might have crashed. Yeah, so I was like trying to sort that out, so I had to rejig a few things so that I could stream again. I'll probably have to get a new NVMe drive soon. Yeah, that's easy to do. Yeah, it was just a unfortunate little incident. Yeah, so and then I kept trying to stream, and then I was seeing the some stuff that was happening, so I figured it out, and so I was like, okay, go fix that quickly, and then here I am. Yes, and today is Thursday, right? Today is the Tokyo Game Show. Today will be probably an announcement from SI, and I don't know. They've been announcing their stuff lately at the same time every time. I think it's gonna happen, right? So I don't think we'll get it on the stream. It's probably gonna happen in about maybe I would say about I would think in about a few hours from now. I mean now it's they usually do it just before they leave the office. Yeah. Like maybe 1 or 2 hours before they leave the office. I don't know what time is London time right now, but it should be around there. So I want to thank everybody for popping in the stream. I know do apologize for the little kerfuffle earlier. Yeah. So yeah, it's very annoying, I know. I mean, I guess it's very annoying because the way I see it, right? It's like you got a guy who's about to stream, you get a notification, you subscribe to his, yeah, and I love you for doing that. You subscribe to have a notification, so you're here because you subscribe to the notifications. But I probably were like, oh, when is this guy gonna come, man? Where is he, man? It's not here yet. So yeah, it could be quite annoying. So I want to apologize for that. I don't know, you guys. Yeah, so that was because there have been some changes to what is that thing called OBS, right? So some people have been thrown off. I mean, I'm relatively lucky. I didn't get any OBS crashes. Just I need to do a few workarounds that I didn't expect I'd have to do. Yeah, so I've had to do one workaround, which is quite easy to set up. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, anyway, today we are going to be looking, we're going to continue with the Hungary stream. I will definitely be sliding off about a bit of the content because I got to focus on the FAM26. I really want to do a video about getting your rig ready for Football Manager. I mean, I don't think there's a video out there that actually focuses on that. I mean, yeah, I think someone did a video a while back. I can't remember his name now. I can see his face. It's about he did a short video on how to optimize the CPU, right? So I think there's more. I think that you also need to optimize it. Although Football Manager isn't a heavy game in terms of the GPU, right? It still does require some GPU, right? Okay, like for example, right now, if you go into the game Football Manager, you'll find that for most parts, no GPU needed, only CPU. And then when it goes into 3D, GPU needed, right? So there's some, so how do you, and some of us are using older GPU cards, right? So how do you overcome that bottleneck? Yeah, because there can be a bottleneck, especially if you start seeing things like screen tearing, maybe the like sometimes your FPS is not enough, right? It looks a bit jerky. I know that for sure because like sometimes when I play on the laptop, it's not the same experience. This is just gonna be more like, okay, how do you set up your in-game settings? You can tweak on the fly. It's more like your Windows settings, your GPU settings. These are the two things I want to focus on for the video. I'm gonna do one, and because like some of you like to, you see other people doing it, so you want to try it yourself, which is to load as many nations as possible, leagues as possible, detail level as possible, and not every system can handle it. Like for example, detail level, you need RAM. You need RAM for detail level. Of course, your processor is extremely important, and multi-core is really important for you. But Then you need the GPU at least, right, for the textures or the 3D. You still need the GPU. But then, so how do you balance everything out? So what can you do? And it's not. There's just one or two settings inside the NVIDIA GPU card that you need. If you're on a high-end card, like maybe a 4 series and higher for NVIDIA, then you can do a bit more. Yeah. But most of the time, it's going to be optimizing your GPU and creating a separate setting for it when you're playing Football Manager. And it's actually just, I think, 3 things that you need to do. Yeah, so I'm going to do a video focusing on that. I'm going to point out the 3 things. And because it's a CPU-intensive game, it's going to be different from a GPU-intensive game. So if you're playing a GPU-intensive game, the settings for that is going to be different. Because then you'll be going like, you might set it up for the GPU-intensive game, and then you come back to Football Manager, it doesn't seem to look that good anymore because you've gone from focusing in the getting the computer to pick up the load with the GPU, and then you've forgotten about the rest. So I'm gonna have to do that because I enjoy Black Myth Wukong because I use another profile on NVIDIA to do it. I got different profiles for different games. I split games up into hybrid games, which use a bit of the CPU and a bit of the GPU, like World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is a very good example of a game that uses CPU and GPU. Then you've got a game like Black Myth Wukong, which is basically GPU intensive. And then you've got a game like Football Manager, which is more CPU intensive. So what are the settings? I'm going to give you guys the settings for that. Yeah, it should be quite straightforward. I hope it's straightforward. Yeah, I'll be trying. Hey, Taufik, how are you, man? They had FM26 on a game show on day 1, but it was just a trailer and some actors performing, but that's it. Yeah, they have a booth there. Miles is there to do interviews as well. Yeah, so he's doing some interviews with the journalists over there. Last year when they went there wasn't that much as well. A lot of us were just hoping there might be more. They might be releasing a video, but then, yeah, I think they did. They'll follow the pattern they did last year. But I do expect SI to make an announcement today because of the fact that they were there. So while the conference is going off, they want more talk about the game, right? So it's how you build up marketing. It's like you don't go there and drop. You already done the video drops at 1, 2. So you want to like time the drip because they're gonna be there, and there are some bigger games there as well. So there are small studios, so they got to really how to do a Mike Tyson below. Punch up. Suddenly, all of a sudden, people start talking about the game again. So yeah, that's what I expect. What do you think of AKTK's double yellow? AKTK's double yellow. Stupid. I think that rash, the blood of your blood of the youth rushing to his head. That's what I thought when I saw him the first time. I was like going, chances are we've all done it. I've had a silly sending off when I was young too. Okay, I did. All right. My captain came to me and told me, "Don't you do this again." And I'm like, 5 minutes later, I did it and I got sent off. And I didn't even take out a player. Okay, I've done it. I've been sent off in a hockey game too. Because I apparently scared someone. Yeah, I did hit him. I just scared the living daylights out of me when I pulled my straight away. I was sent to this. This one wasn't sent. I was sent to the sin bin. Because hockey, you have a short penalty where you have to spend it in a sin bin situation. So I was in a sin bin situation in hockey. Yeah, that was hilarious. We were in the semi-finals of a competition. Can you believe it? Semi-finals, and I was in the sin bin because I wanted to scare somebody. So I think when you're young, you tend to do stuff like that. Yeah, I don't blame him. I think he's just young. He's gonna learn. That's it. What can you do? And plus, he made it all about himself. When he went and he started celebrating, I was thinking, dude, you wouldn't have scored the goal had it not been Federico Chiesa. I was thinking to myself, Chiesa was a superstar of the game, not AKTK. But then it was good that Slot pointed that out in the post-match interview as well. Penalty box. Yeah. I think AKTK has got a lot to learn. Right? But a lot of people are now comparing AKTK to, Fernando Torres' start. It's a bit too early, right? Don't you think? I think it's too early now. All this, it's a bit much. Just because the kid has been scoring goals, they want to make a big deal out of it. Okay, here we go, guys. We got the games coming up today. We've got a few. As you can see, got like a few matches, right? So we're gonna play a few matches. We made it to the Conference League knockout rounds, I think. Yeah, we did lose a Raka away from home, but then we rotated our team because we were already through. I mean, they couldn't. I mean, how are they gonna come back from that 7-0 trashing we gave them in the home league, right? So the second leg, I rested my players. Competitions, we're still in. We're going to be playing, we don't know who yet. So we'll find out soon enough. And then, yeah, I'll just go on holiday. I like going on holiday. I mean, I don't care. I'm the kind of guy that goes from holiday from game to game. That if you take away that part of the game from me from Football Manager, that's it. The game's done. I'm not playing it. I'll tell you that right now. You do not take away holiday. I need my holidays as a manager. Okay. What have we got? We are playing we're playing Debrecen. Looking at the table, we are well clear. I mean, they'll need a miracle to catch us. We're 10 points clear. Okay, they don't need a miracle. We just need to lose we just need to lose a few games and I get cocky. Then we'll start. And that's happened. It's happened many, many times. Debrecen have the potential to spoil the party. How many more games have we got left? We don't have many. I think if we can beat Debrecen and these are there we go. These two, Debrecen and Ferawat. So this week, the next 3 games are crucial for us. We need to win. Do we need t-shirt celebrations with? Hey, Spurs fan, how are you, man? Yeah. Do we need t-shirt bookings? T-shirt celebrations? I think I don't think. Yeah, I hope they do add that. I hope to have that in the game. Yeah, I really do. But I can tell you one thing, right, guys? I'm pretty certain that the next drop from SI, because they haven't, normally every year, they do the big things, right? So we already know that one of the big things is going to be, what are the big things that are going to be in the game? There's nothing else to talk about. What are they going to show in the next drop? Are they going to show women's football animation? They've done that already. Okay, the graphics engine gave them the goals, right? Okay, so that's 2. Okay, so I suspect on 2 more feature drops, right? So they haven't done the UI itself yet. That's for sure. I mean, they've done a bit of the UI, but not enough, in my opinion. They might do another one. Tactics for sure. They're gonna have a new. There's gonna be a new like match engine, right? So not match engine. They're gonna have like a new what's the word for it now? They're gonna have a new tactics planner, I guess. Yeah. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, I think that's what's there. And so my wonder is whether that is what they're gonna be focusing on next. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Okay, we'll have to wait and see. And that's gonna come soon, I suspect. I won't be surprised. I think they're gonna have to announce something in the next 1 or 2 days. Look, I always believed, right? I have this sneaky suspicion that they are in Tokyo, they're gonna announce something. Yeah, because the thing, there's a lot of activity going on, and a good marketing plan would be to talk about the game and then have them asking you questions so you can explain it, so you know that the message goes out, right? So that's what I suspect. I think that's what they're gonna do, and I expect that to happen. Yeah. All right, let's go. It's time for us to take a little trip with our boys. We are playing a tough team, But I've forgotten whether we should be playing the 4-2-3-1 or the other one. I like this 4-2-3-1 because of the diamond, right? Then we got a 4-2-4, which is quite aggressive. Also has a diamond. Notice I'm using only diamonds right now. This is the Mental tactic. Okay, if we go down, I tell you what, we'll go mental first. Okay. Got Friday. We only need one player so we can bring follow Ronshu. If we switch into a 4-2-3-1, he can drop and he can stay up. Yeah, this is taking the game to them. All right, let's go. They are taking the game to Debrecen. If we can take Debrecen out, that's it. That's going to be a great start. That will be a fantastic start, man. Can I replicate Getafe's haram football? Getafe is haram football. Why you got haram football? Don't use a term like that. You know, people all tossing terms. You shouldn't be tossing that word around like that. A lot of people use that word. Getafe's football is quite straightforward. Low block, aggressive low block, and they low block and high tempo, high defensive line, low block. Yeah, high tempo, high defensive, low block. Yeah, that's it. That's their setup. You should try it in the game. I recommend you'll have a very good time. My total recommendation: use it, man. It's everywhere on YouTube. Yeah, it's just a low block. Yeah, I see the tactic. It's they low possession tactic, right? They are playing a low possession system with fast transitions and a low block. That's it. We've been doing it for a long time on the stream. Man. Yeah, it's a low block. Just play any. You gotta play as a 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1. It's the idea behind the system. It's not the tactic itself. It's more like the idea of how they play, how they defend, how they attack. You can apply that to any set of players because it's negative football. Yeah, quite easy to set up. Your 4-4-2, what you do is like you maybe play with high defensive line, low block. You play with fullbacks so that you don't run with the ball like a monkey, and then you go up as a unit, right? So because fullbacks will ensure that you go up as a unit. Then you can play like a DLP. Then you play a ball-winning midfielder. DLP and support is hold his position. Ball-winning midfielder support will help your tactic. When your boys get up the pitch, right? They'll be high up the pitch, right? They can do all the pressing aggressively. Yeah. Oh, man, they're real. How do you do a low block? I've been doing it forever on the stream. Yeah. Because a defensive line in Football Manager isn't about how deep your players defend. It's also about how high up your players are going to be. Yeah. So if you play with a low defensive line, your back line is not really going to support midfield and the attack when they're attacking because they've already been instructed not to be so high up the pitch. Because every tier has a defensive line, right? So every player will have his own defensive line. You can check the manual. It's very clearly written there in the Football Manager manual that it affects your team when they have the ball and when the opponent is in their half with the ball. So this is very important. So when they have possession of the ball, where's your defensive line? No, don't worry, don't worry. Everybody's new. Everybody's new at some time. Don't worry. A lot of people. What the thing is, generally I find quite a number of people in the community. I mean, for a long time, right? There've been a lot of guides. Because what you do is they look at the UI and then they make the assumption it's out of possession. It means, hey, you know what? You're not supposed to look at this. No, this is not when you don't have the ball. So it became a thing on the forums, and in the community at large. So I was like thinking to myself, man, how do I explain this to people? Okay, we're going to go back into our 4-2-3-1. We're going to take our time with this team because this team is making it really difficult for us. So I think if we swap to this, we give out a bit. We're losing the ball too many times on the transition. So although we are in their calf camping, we just want to make it a bit harder for their three-man midfield. And then we also, by doing this, we also outnumber their midfield in the transition. Hopefully. If we keep when we are keeping the ball, we'll outnumber them, not when we lose the ball. So you can play a low block. You can definitely play when you play a low block with a low defensive line, basically you're saying, I don't want to go up and attack, no? I just want to stay very deep and defend. That's what you're basically saying. You might have like one or two attack duties, but they'll be all by themselves. Nobody's supporting them. If you have a low block with a high defensive line, then the back line is going to be further up the pitch. This will encourage your team to move up and support the midfield. Quite fun. You guys should try. We've been I did it a few times on the stream, right? I played low block. And there was a whole week I was just playing low block, high defensive line, low block, high defensive line. Generally, the thing you need to worry about when you do a low block is you better have defenders who can win the ball in the air. You have no business playing a low block if your defenders cannot win the ball in the air. I never know a direct pace player do more pass into space. Yeah. No, direct passing is about passing the ball into space or to the player over longer distances. Yeah. Is there in the description of the passing, man? Yeah. Pass into space is just an easy instruction for players to, because the game defaults or pass. The thing is, this game has default settings. If you don't do anything, it's going to default to those settings. One of them is pass to feet. Is by default, everything is pass to feet. Okay. So if you play on shorter pass settings, you're gonna try and pass to feet. Shorter pass settings. Of course, some players are going to have hard-coded instructions, right? But if you increase the passing, it stops being short. It starts to become mixed. Mixed is short, direct, or long. What is direct's definition? Long, why? Cannot be the same as long, right? Because there's already long word. So how can you have direct and long meaning the exact same thing, right? What distance is it? No such thing. Okay? So direct is more, I play a ball directly into the space for a player to attack, or directly to another player who is further away than a short distance. But maybe it's about, I don't know, medium length, maybe in your own half kind of lengths. But long passing is kick the ball as long as you can go. Yeah, without thought. Direct is more harder to pull off because it requires a player to have good passing to do direct. Direct is the hardest passing to do in the game. So unless you have players who can play direct passing, you shouldn't do it. Or the cop-out is target forward and advance forward. So if you have target forward and advance forward, then you can play direct all day long. Because your players are just going to go like, okay, we only got two players to give it to anyway. Target forward, advance forward, let's just boot it up the pitch. That's it. Simple as. Hey, thanks for popping in the stream to all those that just popped in as well. Yeah, I do apologize for earlier. I had to sort out some stuff. I thought one of my drives, basically, I had a feeling that one of my drives was about to go pass away into the ether of other drives and join them. I abuse my drives, man, all the time. Yeah, the more I've abused my machine stick, because I do a lot of recording, and I want to get the recording side of it all done set. Plus on that, I have to do a lot of cleanup before Football Manager 26. I'm going to start that. Andreev has scored his first goal ever from a free kick. He's been doing this the whole season and he's finally scored his first free kick goal. He joins the pantheon of great goalkeepers we have created on the stream. The last great goalkeeper was, of course, Seaman, who has, thinking about 40 plus goals before he retired from football. Okay, you'd come off. Merchantich will come off. I think we'll take Danielson off. Then Briglia will come. There's a whole bunch of players coming on because our players are getting tired. Okay, I think follow Ronshu. We should take him off. There's 5 players one time. What's the problem, right? We tempt the gods of Football Manager to injure our player. I tempt you, come injure my player. For I have no fear. No fear. No fear. And we have come through unscathed. I tried direct pass with a good team. They score so much when it clicks. Yeah, it clicks. Correct. It's actually a good setting. Notice I have a 4-2-4 with direct passing. I play with DMs and I play with winger on attack, a target forward, and an advance forward, and it's set to direct. There's no point playing it short. I just want the ball to get up the pitch because we were playing with a mid block. Ladies and gentlemen, we have taken down one of the teams that can possibly be a problem. KG press conference. Yeah, we never go. Oh, he's going to get an assist bonus. That's only 10 leaks. Again, it's all right. Andreev, baby. He has joined my pantheon of great goalkeepers. But he's one so far. One goal. Let's hope he scores more. I think we should do the same thing in FM26. Invite trouble by getting him to score. Wow, this is our 4th job interview. The German clubs seem to be interested in me. We have Bayer Leverkusen coming. We had Atletico Madrid offer me a job. Now I got RB Leipzig offering me a job. Wow. We are one of their top candidates. It'd be nice, right, if they tell us who the other candidates are, who I'm competing against. But we won't go. We're waiting for the Holy Grail job to come. Liverpool come knocking at the door. That's it. I'm leaving Hungary, man. You guys can carry on with the save. Speaking of which, you should find. I mean, this is only the first. Wait, how's Liverpool doing? Okay, so we've got Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester. Liverpool will be calling me soon. They lost 7 defeats. They lost whopping 4-0 to Wolves. They lost 3-1 to Arsenal. They lost 3-2 away to Aston Villa. They lost 2-1 to Leeds. Wolves did the double on them twice. They lost away to Newcastle. They lost at home to Tottenham Hotspur. And Arsenal are running away with the title. It does not look good for Liverpool. We're not going to bother with training. We're just going to chill, go down. We're going to just mosey on down and try and finish this. There's a part of me that wants to dial down on this and concentrate on doing some videos for you guys. Like, remember last time I used to do a lot of videos. I only streamed twice a week. I enjoy the streaming side because I can directly interact with you guys. But we'll be doing some video content soon. The youth candidates seem to be doing okay. I mean, they had a nice fresh win. So this guy apparently was a player of the match, man. What's he got to offer? He's an unsporting player that is not going to be coming to our team. Peter Kiss. I mean, honestly, I really wanted to offer him a job, no? Until I realized he had no ambition past the first kiss. He doesn't get to second base. That's it. Only first base. His first base is a kiss. Some people's first base is holding hands, but he's one. He doesn't want to bring it on. So I said, forget it. You're out. He can be a ball boy. Nah, it's okay, man. Kiss the ball every day. I think that's as good as he gets with it. But Popov, too much no. I mean, I wish there was some way we can tell the national managers they're making a big mistake by not having Popov in the team. He's been quite outstanding for us in our team. I mean, over this season, right? I mean, I wouldn't say he's like the best, but he's been playing quite well. If you look at his numbers, right? I mean, okay, maybe the manager doesn't want a player that's got less than 7. There must be somebody else doing the numbers. Okay, here we go. We don't have any news, right? Calendar, we should see the calendar actually. The calendar will give us a good idea of the draw. There, the Conference League semi-final draw coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's view the draw. Quarterfinal and semi-finals coming up. This is it. Who are all the teams taking part? We got Bournemouth, Genoa, Red Star, Olympic Marseille, Famalicão, Real Hespales, Trinava, and yours truly. Okay, from this point onwards, right, it's going to be a big ask for me to get past. This is the furthest we have gone. Real Hespales versus... Okay, there's a lot of drama here, man. Okay, let's go. We're waiting. And who's that? Oh, it's Tron. Oh, okay, they've got They've got a good one. Tronava. Okay, Bournemouth. We are okay, all right. We're going to meet some big guns. Genoa versus, we're meeting a big gun. OM. Thank God we're not playing OM. OM are the favorites for this competition. They're like the strongest team. Famalicão. Okay, are they going to be with Bournemouth or Prenecravos? Oh, Red Star. Okay, looks like we know who we are playing. We're going to England, man. We got the second toughest game, playing Bournemouth. Yep, we haven't got an easy match. We gotta bring our A game. We gotta play really well. It's gonna be tough, lah. Okay, so if this happens, this is a tough situation, because Bournemouth have if they're 12th in the Premier League right now. We're leading the table in Hungary. Well, the experts seem to think that we have a chance. Okay. How come we didn't do the semi-final? Okay, we start draw. I don't know if this is Okay, this is a semi-final. So who can possibly meet, right? Okay, who is this draw gonna lead to? Real Spanis, Real Hispalis, Genoa and OM. Okay. The other one is quite interesting. No? That means we have a decent chance. No? If we can play well, we get the first result. I think we have avoided Olympique Marseille. But Bournemouth are the big titans, the other titans here. Yeah. So the draw, the semi-final is quite straightforward. Yeah. We have a chance. We have a small chance, ladies and gentlemen. We got as far as the quarterfinals. This is where we are. This is the furthest we've ever been. Okay. So our goal is to make sure that we have a fully fit team for that game. Okay. Because that game is coming soon. We have to get past these these champions here. So Ferrova, I think we're going to rest out. The problem is this, I don't like about this game is if I rest my players, I lose, then I might lose to Bournemouth. If I win, I might beat Bournemouth. Yeah. And we're going to play a very different game, I guess. We're going to go 4-2-3-1 again, quick pick. The Friday, Kern Zachariasen. Where I can, we will rest our players. Serafimov will come on. Biriglia for Mercetic, we don't use him. Danielson for Friday, we don't want to use him. And Giacomo Ricci for Civic. We're not gonna risk the main man himself. Okay. We'll play like okay. Zachariasen is okay, I guess. I mean, okay. We're not playing with our A team. This is our B team heading to the pitch. Because I like him. Bogdan Mercetic is one of my best players. Okay, Mongsga is going to come instead of Popo. Popo will get a break as well. We could play Mihai. Mihai and Kern, or Kern, I will rest Kern. Kern is a big player for us. So Kern and Follow Ronshu will play in the middle. And Civic will play as a left back. Follow Ronshu will play as a right back. Mosquera will be in defense. Maybe let's take a look at our defenders, right? Who has been performing really well? I mean, looking at his numbers so far, 6.96 for this season. And we only paid 1 million for him. Serafimov, this season, he's the leader, I think, 6.90 also. In the league, 6.90. In Europe, I don't really care. I just want to look at his... Mosquera, I think maybe he has also been playing. He's been outstanding this season. So, if we're going to rest anybody, it will be Mosquera. So, what we'll do is we'll get Juric to play as the libero and Mosquera rest for the next 2 games. I'm going to rest as many of them for the next 2 games. I forgot now. You beat Monaco 7-2. Well done, man. If you get in this game, I feel that your home... what do you call it? You can get a good scoreline at home. I was once down 3-0 at away. I came back and beat the team 5. I scored 5 goals at home. It was a ridiculous turnaround. I was like, I find this is one thing I feel that is a bit off about the game. But it's very hard for anyone to... Like, you don't really discover this until like the game is well past the beta. Things like this you only discover well past the beta. The reason being that I don't think anybody during the early phase of testing is going to go that far in their games to build the team so well. Meaning they've got all their underdog players in their team. I don't mind throwing the next two games. I definitely will be not worried if I lose the next two games. I know that the risk of losing two games could cost us, but I want to do well in Europe. And we have to sacrifice some results here and there, I guess. Zachariasen is one of our better players. And then we got we're not playing Popo. Mihai used to make a lot of mistakes when he was younger. So, in fact, I remember there was one season where I stopped playing him. Good move there. Yeah, Lons is quite an interesting team. They've got a good squad. Not bad. I mean, like, yeah. Okay. No, Durik can't get that. Boo, baby. That's quite a respectable achievement, no? If you can play Lens in France and you won the domestic treble in your first season, right? First season, 27, 28. Oh, then you have time to build it. Is it a rebuild? I mean, rebuild pula. Is it a custom database or a database that updated database? Yeah, because if you have time, usually most people in Football Manager, I think most of the players here, I think quite a number, in the community right now. They've been playing the game for so many years, right? All they do is they go and find their players. The next season they'll win things. Yeah. They'll win things in the next season. Which is why a lot of us, the more experienced players, right, they will play with all kinds of challenges, like what I do, 20 in all attributes versus me. I play normal players. Or I take some like right now I'm trying to do it with this team, which is we have an average team. I didn't give myself too much time to build them up. And we're gonna try and do well in Europe. I'm thinking my own, but on top of that, I have to get other clubs to do well as well. So that's challenging, but it's fun. You'll eventually up your whatever makes you happy. You never use a custom database. That's not bad, no. That's good. That's good. Oh, Zach, come on, Zach. Oh, I said, not again. It's 2 times, Okay, we're going to make a small change to the settings. I think they're trying too many forward passes. Okay, we're going to go low cross just like that. That's simple. And we're going to draw a tempo so we get more players up the pitch. The fullbacks especially. The 2 backs especially. Matty Zucks, I'm fine, man. How was your tactic? Did you see the video yesterday? Saw your tactics quite fun. There was one tactic I think I hardly made a change. Musi, again, no. What is this with these boys and wanting to test the woodwork for deformities, man? Like everybody's cracking against the woodwork. Remember, we don't want to lose, huh? I mean, if we lose, we lose, huh? But we got 2 games. After this, we got Ferrova. Ferrova is the one that is really upset with us. The team that's really upset. They're defending champions. We just beat them. Now they are, I think, sitting in 4th position. Remember, we are here to help Puskas Academy. We're going to make sure that it's a new number 2. We have decided Ferrava is not good enough as our number 2. Okay, we've told them it's time to change positions. So we have to make sure that we don't lose. Okay, we're going to take Borukov off now. I arrest him. Bring on Varga. Varga has got good finishing. Who else can we take over? The rest of the players, yeah, leave them. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Biriglia has got a game. Fear by poor finishing. Yeah, we'll feel by. Yep. Yesterday was clear. His feeling is Manchester United. Yeah, stars is nothing. No, stars is just current ability. And the thing about this is stars, having 5 stars means as much as having 2 stars sometimes. You know why? Because a player's attributes, right? it may not be 5 stars all the way, because that's an estimation from the scouts, right? So it's more important. The more important thing is how the attributes are distributed. In Football Manager, physical attributes are king. They've been king since the day I was using 10 diskettes to install the game of Championship Manager. So nothing has changed in that regard, right? So physical attributes have always been king. But the thing is that as you get better and better, you need like things like anticipation, concentration, right? Positioning and off the ball, decisions and vision. So these all become quite fundamental. So your CA, which is the reflection of those stars reflect his CA. That's it. So sometimes you can have a really solid player. He gets older, right? He's only 2.5 stars, but you look at his attributes, he could be all in the perfect places, and that's what you probably have. A player that is now 2.5 stars in the game in terms of his CA, but who has also got the attributes in the right places. Yeah. Okay, come on. Nice, Waka Maishu. One more for Mungskat. What a goal from the short corner routine. That is such a perfect short corner routine. They had no idea what to do. This is absolutely sensational. Kostis, how are you, man? Look at this. Right from the training ground, Monskat lined it up and smashed it home. He took a deflection, but it's good enough for us. Ladies and gentlemen, we're 1 goal down. These guys, they are the second stringers, most of them. Musi is not now. Musi was injured, so we're going to take Musi off now. So who can we play that? We bring Flip. Okay. And we have to be very careful with the players. This means that we can afford to I can put my youth team for the next match, man. Another corner now. Header. Farga can't get there. Did not upload tactics, so yesterday work got to me, so did not have time to play and tweak and then score. Don't worry lah, Milos, whenever you can. Of course, I wonder what I'll do once FM26 comes. During the alpha, which like we have to be serious, we have to have a serious discussion. Chances are I'll be playing FM26 because it's a new game, right? What about FM24? Will I do any more FM24 content? I think FM24, as far as the game is concerned, there's nothing much you guys need to know, right? It's like the same. Nothing has changed in terms of the tactics, in terms of the way you're playing. In FM26, most likely when you go into the game, it's going to be more like, because we know it's going to be a new UI. So it's about what do these things mean, all these little things on the screen, whatever they got, new stuff they got. And yeah, you guys also know that you probably will, I can't say a lot of things because I have to sign documents. Okay, so yes, I have to sign lots of documents. What do you reckon, Dalji? Around 3 weeks until FM26 early access. I had it. I have it packed for October the 17th. I think. Yeah, I think early access will be October 17th thereabouts. That's when I think it's gonna happen. They will stabilize. They need to, because I don't, at this point in time, right, they are what we call, I think they are looking at feature lock first. So feature lock will probably happen from them internally, I say, next week. By next week, they'll feature lock. Yeah. Because they won't add in new things anymore. Meaning, they're not gonna, maybe some guys were testing the game and say, no, maybe I think what we need is this thing on this screen, or maybe not these major design changes like, oh, I need you to include a new panel or a new page. No, something like that will never happen. So it's more like usability of some of the pages in the game, like maybe adding this button here or something like that. That'll be by next week, I guess, because I was calculating, because they have to do the game optimization. So they have to optimize the game for the GPU, right? They got to optimize the game for the CPU. They got to optimize all that. Optimize the graphics, basically. So that's going to take them. They have to clean up everything else. But that'll take another few days. And the thing about, I'm going to say one thing. This is like the gaming industry standard. You guys all want early access, right? You do know that in early access, that is not the actual game. No? I mean, it is the game, of course, but it is not the optimized game. That only comes on launch day. Yeah. The optimized game is only coming on launch day. So better be careful. Some people might go, oh no, I was not this, the graphics terrible, this. I'm like, dude, seriously, they haven't optimized the game yet. It's on launch day when the game gets optimized. Because now they will do what is called, now I think they'll be doing something called stress testing. Like, pushing, getting people to, okay, I want you to push this game as hard as you can and I want to see you break it. That's where people like me come in. Remember the year when I broke the game? Because the game kept crashing. And SI were like, why does your game keep crashing? I said, I don't know. I keep crashing. I send them my file. I send them everything else. Then we discovered why I kept crashing. And that's when they changed out the protocol, I think, for saving files. Apparently, I had too many tactics. It's possible to crash the game if you have too many tactics. That was so funny, when I found out. So I was laughing my head off. So I'm probably one of those few guys in the world that might have 200 or 250 tactics. Yeah. And I had them in folders. I like generation 1 tactic, generation 2. I have this like, okay, pre-alpha, okay, this stage of the game tactic, that stage of the game tactic, that kind of thing. And then I would have like, all kinds of funky things those days. So I learned that over the years, I cannot make so many tactics, but it was fun. Yeah. So now they're doing stress testing the game. Yeah. So that's going to happen now, I guess. Although the last 3 FNs are early access on 99. Yeah, Kostis, that's because they took 10 years to get to that early access. You have to remember, right? It all started with one version of the game that was so unplayable that very few people were happy. In fact, I have 390 hours on the game. Only. That's a one Football Manager edition of the game. Only have 300 hours on it. Because the entire game was played in beta. I stopped playing after beta. I refused to touch the game after. Yeah. I didn't play. Because it was too buggy. But the guides were still relevant because the game was it wasn't so difficult. I mean, everything was quite straightforward, but it was just unplayable. Yeah. So that happens. Then after that, second year they get better. The third year they iterate and they remove. So the game will grow and it becomes more stable over time. Yeah. So we are basically back at year 1. Okay. FYI, for some of you don't know. We are back in year 1. Seraphima, so we got no injuries. Yeah, that's good news. Okay, now we play Ferrara. Same team going on. Seraphima will rest now. We'll bring on this guy now. Yeah, so that's the plan. We're going to just play these guys. Let them play their 2 games. We are going to rest our players. We're going to play Iliev is going to play Stuparevic for, I think, Musi. Yeah. Biriglia can come here. Borukov, Danielson. Let them finish the season. Okay, I think this is fine. We won't bring Seraphimov. And in fact, what we'll do with Seraphimov is tell him to go rest for 2 days. Tell him to go, go fishing. Best performing player attack analysis. But who the heck is this Pernambuco? Where is he from? In Philippines? Brazilian. Look at him, handsome chap. Okay. Which league is he? He's in our league. No, it's apparently... Yeah, but his goal conversion is so low. 0.20. He can't be a striker. Can he? He's a feeder. Non-assist. Yeah, that's where he is. Open play expert. Not really. Data is all wrong. Terrible. That means my players are performing really poorly. If we're in the same league with this guy. And we can't even beat him. What? They need to save their reputation big time? Nah. What? SI? The worst thing SI can do is release a game half-baked. Because it takes a very long time to migrate 10 million lines of code. The game has 10 million lines of code. It's not as easy as just moving the code across. Yeah. I mean, I think for people, I've been involved in application testing and application testing and application creation before. Okay. And do you know one time, for me to create an application that is like, maybe only 1 million lines of code, right? Nothing near as complex as what SI have done, right? It took me 1.5 years just to set up how it looks on a piece of paper on computers in forms of logic maps. So I build a logic map of where everything is going to go. Right, that's a logic map only, you know. It does not include the actual look of the thing. Takes a long time. You gotta get the teams working. Then you gotta talk about the design part. That's not easy. And it's taking me 5 years. So that when people told me it's gonna take them when they said that initially it's gonna take 5 years, I agree that that part can be done in 5 years. But the part that is very hard to do is getting the data from 24 into 25. That is very hard to do. There's not much time. So I kind of understand. I just don't know. I just want them to, But I guess there are people out there who do feel that they didn't do a very good job in communicating. And that I agree. I think they could have done a much better job of communications. That they did not do. That was like, why you don't want to communicate this to the people? I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. Okay. All right, I'm going to put what? Somebody else? What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Correct, what? All 12 players. Submit team. Who's not happy? You have only selected 11 from 12. Really? I'm not counting properly. 1, 2. Oh, number 2 is not there. Number 2? You're number 2. Okay. See, there are a lot of the things that we are taking for granted now took many years to get into the game. You know, the right click and then the player ends up from the bench into the team. That took a few years to get into the game. That little one, you right click the bench, he pops into the team, starting your empty slot in your team sheet, right? So that stuff like that has to be put into the game. And also don't forget, the people who actually created the game 10 years ago, the same guys who did this over time, might not even be working there. Oh, it's a lot of work. So now whoever's taking over, he's gonna have to look at the code and go, you know what does this mean? Yeah, they say that's the other thing, right? They're not like EAFC, right? Good point there. Some companies, they just release the bug game because all they want you to do is buy the game. Buy the game. Look at the course, man, this thing is using. This is all the course is using. Look, this is nice. So you see, this game has been optimized already. I mean, 75% is a bit high, but yeah, see? It took them a really long time to get to this part of the game. I still remember that when we were looking at these numbers, that, right, where every single core is being used, right? Did not happen until like last year. How many years that takes them to do that? And then after that, they got to go to a new engine. So, yeah, man. Quite funny. But hopefully, I think tonight, mostly today or tomorrow, by this week, we should have news from SI about the next great adventure. First video that we're going to be watching. Or maybe it's a blog post, maybe it's an interview, maybe Miles will say something interesting and Gasparini, no wonder you don't play, no? Come here. Can't even talk to him. I want to talk to him right now. Can't do that. See, that's the other thing that was added into the game. Can't see it. Come on, Borukov, back to... Oh, the Nielsen just missing. Yeah, okay, let's see. Look at that. You know how many frames are doing? 60 frames per second, and I'm still can play this game maximum speed, right? Things like this. Things like this took a while for them to get there, no? And this part, you see, the only part of the game that's being used is the VRAM because we're playing, in the game, right? It's only when they come to this portion that the other cores start working. This portion, the other cores start working. And then at the end of the game. Oh my goodness. We're going to be in trouble. We're losing too, but we had already baked this into our results. Yeah. So we should be fine. But you're going to play Bournemouth. In terms of the league table, where are we? So here we are, 64th. This is fine. I don't think we'll have a problem with the other teams.
Turn on the mic, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I'm muted. Matty Isaacs, thanks for pointing that out. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It is Bournemouth versus yours truly. We're really hoping this could be a momentous day. We have never been to the quarterfinals of any European competition. Okay, since I've been manager. And this is the first time. We are traveling to England. Brennan Kraus are traveling to England, man, to play Bournemouth. Who are lining up in a 4-3-3. We're going for width. We're going to the spaces. They got inverted wing back. They are quite a safe formation. Okay, never mind. We hope for the best. We hope for the best. Let's go. We're going to stop for a pause for a course. Match preview at the moment. We got an ad incoming. Okay, that's why I paused. Mic is not muted anymore. Yeah. I unmuted the mic. Unless, of course, there's something really scary happening. Like suddenly the microphone stopped working. That would be new, man. So I was looking at the stats just now. Okay, guys, we're getting ready for the big game. All right, so match preview coming up. Oh, yeah. Bournemouth lining up in a 4-5-1. Okay, they got Adams playing in an attacking role through the middle. They're going to try and penetrate our center. We've got Frydek, Kern, and Foloronshu. We are going to have to think about... Oh, man. I would have Adams. Adams is going to run... He's going to rampage through my center.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Antanin. Oh, don't worry about it. You saw Remy. Thanks for pointing it out. No, don't ever say sorry on this stream. It does not work with me. Oh no, here we go. Sinestera, man. Look at the who's who in this team. We got no pass from the back, right? In possession. No way we don't do this. This team is too good. Look at that. They're already playing the high press on us. So we're going to kick the ball long. Frydek. And then, oh, it's true. Oh, blocked. Remember, if we get any kind of a result here that's not a defeat, like draw, I'm happy. 1-0 defeat also, if I can hold it to 1-0, look at them. They block again. We're defending like the stalwart champions that we are. It's only the first half, man. Shit, don't get excited. All right, look. This guy is running. Okay, all right. Tactics, opposition, player. Wait, let me think. Max Aaron's right. He's running this way, so we're gonna go edit. Mark specific player. Max Aaron's. Bang. You are gonna track Aaron's all the way back. You, Mark title. You're gonna Max Aaron's is who's a right winger here? Wait, let me think. Didn't I just? Oh, did I send you? No, not you. Okay, you. Yeah, you're gonna track Max Aaron's, correct. And then you wanna mark this guy. And then we're gonna change something in our tactics so we don't expose ourselves too much. Okay, we're gonna turn you into an APS, so we get you coming back. And you will become an inside forward tank. No, wait, hold on. Never mind. Inside one support. What is your height? 11, are you? First time in my life I'm going to be doing this. My target for support. Okay, edit, cross target forward. Direct. Okay, and I made this guy. DM support. Back, hold, this guy comes here, this guy comes here, this guy pushes up. Position. Okay. Should be it now. All right, let's go. If I lose, I lose. Yeah, but I want us to have a tighter shape. Stop. They're getting to slanky too easily. Put a man on Solang. Make sure he's marked tight. Nice. Okay, go. Oh no, Musi is injured. Go, Michi. Yo, no, Michi, go. Set up for Loronshu. Okay, Michi. Mushi, come on, get up. You cannot not go down. Yeah, nice one. Michitic again. Good. Yeah. Oh, almost got in. Nice. Oh, it's gonna be Musi back into the area. All right, DLP, DM. Okay, this is actually a very defensive setup, but it's got 3-man midfield. When we play the ball, they got an AP. Their side is going to be dropping it, so it forms a diamond. Hopefully, it gets us into that. But we're going to have a focus play left. We already have I think I have a focus play left. No focus play right. Underlap left. So these guys are going to drop to the other side. That's the idea. We get the ball towards Machitic. So he is the right target. I had it set the other way around. So it should be underlap left and hit the other side. Because Max Harris is attacking here as well. So I mean, there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do. Then after that, they come in and they score. This is the only thing I don't like about FM24 because the way set pieces are set up. Sometimes it can be very annoying. Because you want actually the players to come back, more of your players to come back and help you defend, but you got no control over that. So the moment I put like a wide target forward on attack, right, you know where he's going to be. He's going to be up the pitch. So I can't like just change it for the set piece. Yeah, that's 1-0 only. That's not so bad. Okay, we still have a chance. Okay, all right. This guy becomes a target for an attack. It's a three-man group. Because we have been affected by the man marking instructions that you've given. Yeah. Oh, except we cannot release Merchitic. I forgot. Didn't I tell him the man mark? Cannot. If you want to do this, you cannot do that. Because I want to do the attack from the diagonal, right? So if he's marking somebody, he's always not going to be in the right place, right? Because he's always going to be tracking back. Okay, also first half hasn't been so bad. Okay, we're going to go into an orthodox kind of setup, but he's going to become a, no, not, I'll just stay as a libero. Okay. But we're not getting any love from the liberos movements. Get this guy to be a volante on support and get this guy to be a DOP on support. Okay. At least one side is moving up. The left side is moving up. Yeah, right now neither side is going up. I mean they are, but not the way I want it now. Oh, nice! Go square it! You damn! Merchitic, if he had squared that, we were in with the equalizer. This is a defensive performance, no. Not just go out there and score goals. Okay, I'm going to have to take you off. You're Burukov, you're not playing well as a target forward. We got the target forward of our Varga. Well, come on now. Mosquera. Out to him. Friedek. There go Musi. Plays one to Burukov. Nice work from there. What a ball to Machete. Come on now. No, now then you do it. No! We're so close to the equalizer again. Second time. He couldn't get on the right side of the goalkeeper. We're playing well. If we can see a second goal, I'll feel really sad for this team. Because the first one came from a throw-in. And the second one is, don't tell me it's coming from a throw-in too. Because this is a throw-in. Okay, good defending. Good defending. Okay, we got Follow Ronshu. I'm thinking he's looking at the bench. No, Merchitic, they've been smart. They took out Merchitic straight away. They said, that's it. We're not going to let him carry on. Kern is also looking like he's going to be taken out of the game. So they've been hard at work at reducing the effectiveness of our players. 2 of our players have been taken out. No? They injured 2 of our players. Dirty English. Dirty English. 2 of my players were taken out. Kern and Michitich, both our best players, both out. But it's still only 1-0. We're holding on, okay? And they changed their formation slightly. We got the Mazzara now on the right, the AP on the left. Because the AP has not had much luck. Solanke managed to score 1 goal, but it's still 1-0. It's a narrow margin for them to take. Here comes Civic. Danielson. Back to Andreev. We didn't do so bad. Come on, don't concede a goal now. Beriglia, oh my God. Milos Kirkus. No, don't do this to me. Come on. What a save from our keeper. Oh my God. Will we be able to hold on or not? Come on, guys. Shout. Demand more. Praise. Berate the individuals. Individual don't. Berate the whole team. Can I say calm down? Berate. Whatever. Come on. This I don't understand why SI took this out. Even if the shout doesn't do anything. It just gave us something to do out of frustration. We're not on the pitch with the boys. See, I would have just ignored what the community thought about shots and just left it in, right? And not say we don't know how it works. Maybe make yourself look like complete, like you don't even know how this feature works in your game. So I'm like, seriously, did somebody else write the feature and leave inside the game? And you guys, hey, what's this feature? What does this code mean? I don't know. Do you know what it means? I don't know what it means. But it works, right? Yeah, it works. Okay, let's just leave it in then. Okay. All right. But we're moving to Unity next year. Okay, but how are you going to transfer the code over? I need to know how it works so I can bring it over so it doesn't break anything else. Oh, okay. In that case, we'll have to take it out. Can we come up with a good reason for not taking it out? No, we can't. Well, then we'll have to be honest. Okay. We don't know how it works. That was how they came up with the idea, though. Do you ever use a realism mod? Any some buttons that you? No, I don't like to use mods. Yeah. I like to play the game the way it is. Yeah. I don't like to use mods. Yeah. He's out for 3 weeks. They took him out, man. They took both the players out. I think they went inside this game with something to cut our boys' legs. No? They did it, no? Gash upper leg, pull calf muscle. Look at what they did to our boys. Pull calf muscle I did to my own player. Okay. I rested him. Mercedes didn't play, the last game. We rested him all the way. But ladies and gentlemen, there's 2 defeats, man. We play Upest. And this could be it, no? But, ladies and gentlemen, the drama will have to wait. The drama will have to wait because I have to go. Yes, I have to go. I have to go get ready for something that we have to do. You probably will find out about it later. Yeah, I gotta go and do some preparation. You're probably gonna know about it later. So all I'm gonna say is you'll find out something later. Huh? That's all I can tell you. Something later. Maybe later today, later tomorrow. But then again, I have to prepare. This weekend is gonna be a long weekend for me. All of you, thank you for coming to the stream. I know that you guys popped in. Nice of you. Today was a bit of a really bad day for the stream, I guess, because I had to find out what was causing the issues with the one of my hardware. But now it seems to be fine. But I want to thank all of you for coming in today's stream. You guys were fantastic. Please be good. Take care of yourselves. I will see you guys soon. All right. Bye-bye.